We are back with another episode of VAIR TV. Mickle Moore and Sleeves here. And today we really wanted to highlight a few things, especially the expansion of VAIR into various leagues, Mick.
Absolutely. The VAR community is definitely expanding. People are understanding that there is a new way to be rated in pickleball, and these leagues are adapting the rating system. I can't wait to see how it plays out throughout a full league season. We're going to see updates about this across all the social medias. And leagues we're talking about, folks, are leagues such as Amateur Pickleball League, Extreme Pickleball League, something near and dear to me, the Ultimate Pickleball League, and certainly the Texas Senior Pro League. Sleeves, we have something in common with that. Talk about it.
Yeah, we both know Craig Bobo plays for the Austin Ignite, and I believe he started and runs the Texas Pro League and has adopted VAIR. And so we'll get a firsthand account of how it's working for him because Craig's on top of a lot of things, and he's a guy who is a doer. And so he wasn't messing around when he wanted to decide what software to use for his rating system with the Texas Pro League. And obviously, you have some ties to the Ultimate League.
Absolutely. The Ultimate Pickleball League, excited for league play to get underway next year. Going to be using the VAIR system. It's going to be incredible. Going to be an exhibition if you're here in Arizona the weekend after Thanksgiving, December 6th and 7th out at Arizona Athletic Grounds. Come see what it's all about, and you can get in for free to bring a toy. Can't help but sneak in a little plug for the Ultimate Pickleball League here on VAIR TV. That's what's exciting, though, is expanding the pickleball community, and that's what something like VAIR is doing. And we talk about it all the time, Sleeves, the fact that whether you're a rec player looking to join a league, you don't have to abandon that other rating. What you need to do is come give VAIR a try. That's what it's all about, don't you think, Sleeves?
Yeah, and it's free. It's free to try. So I think you get, a 30-day trial or something like that, and you get out there and you enter some games. And remember, folks, this is visual, and so it's ever evolving. And before you know it, you'll just have some cameras out there, and they'll watch you and evaluate what rating you are based on the skill set that you have. There's raters also within VAIR that are high-level players that have a system, and then they implement that into the algorithm. But again, this is all visual. This isn't putting a bunch of scores in and hoping it spits out something you like.
Absolutely. I was just talking with somebody the other day, and they were talking about that fact. I went and played, I throw the scores in after the match, and I see my rating go down. Folks, this is about how you play and eventually who you play to. However, who you play isn't necessarily going to affect your score in such a way that you're not going to want to play. It's
Right.
encouraging play. It's encouraging your progress. And we just rattled off one, two, three, four leagues across the
Right.
country that are adopting this system. So that's a lot of people, a lot of players at all sorts of levels that are getting the benefit of VAIR.
Yeah. And there's another place. They're also the official rating system of the courts in Cape Coral. So, even courts are starting to take this on. And if you want to bring it to your court, to your club, um, again, check out the free link, give it a shot. Again, it's visual, so it's not a guessing game here. And I think that once you start to get into the dynamics of the whole VAR system and you start to play around with some of the data that's going to be available to you, it's going to be a lot of fun to see your rating take off because now you know what you have to work at.
Right.
And I think that's the important part. It's not that you played with somebody who happened to be a higher or lower level than you, that maybe you just had a bad day, vice versa. None of that. Certain skill sets that you're going to be able to work on based on what you see with what your score or your rating is and what the data provides.
So there you can take your game, you can get that on the court with your friends, drill for purpose, improve your game, and then watch the rating improve. The data analysis, the metrics available within the system, it's fantastic. And that's why you're seeing it adopted not only by leagues, by local courts, local clubs as well. Sleeves, what else can we tell the people today?
Well, I think what you got to look for is where VAR is going to be expanding, not only in your part of the country, but in the world. And if you see things start to really go global, like VAR is starting to do, you know something's up, and you know that there's another, at least an alternative Like Mick said, you don't have to give up what you have already,
Right.
but you can at least seek into some other sort of rating system to see what it provides you and the accuracy of it.
Absolutely. And using the system, that's what it's about. Can't stress the fact that you can start using this for free. Try it out,
Right.
expand it in your own little player groups, and then see if it adopts and spreads out even more in your own community, because that's what's happening, folks. We mentioned leagues, we mentioned how it's getting into local clubs. This is a visual system for improving your game. Yes, there's a rating. Sometimes I think, Sleeves, folks get too tied up in, I've got a rating. This is about you
Right.
becoming better and seeing it happen with pretty cool data. And the one thing we didn't even talk about here because we take it for granted now, hey, this thing's powered by AI.
Yeah, kind of a big deal because that's the future and that's what's coming. And the technology that is out there right now in these camera systems that are going to be on a lot of clubs in courts is astonishing and it's stunning. And so stay tuned at VAIR TV for updates on the software, updates on the technology, and obviously where it's spreading. And check out the QR code also and the link to get your free trial going.
Absolutely. Join VAR for free. You're going to see what it's all about, the visually assisted international rating system. Stay tuned for more info about that, folks.
All right, folks, we'll see you next time on VAIR TV.